Und damit ein herzliches Willkommen und hallo zu einem weiteren Let's Play Fake Order. Ich bin es Muffix. Beim letzten Mal haben wir hier das göttliche Zwillingszimmer jetzt zurecht gewesen. Denn auch die alten Männer sind noch sowas wert. Und der gute James Moriarty hat nämlich hier beim letzten Mal den Zwilling hier einen oder anderen Mathematikunterricht verpasst. Und damit haben wir es geschafft und diese bezwungen. Nun, liebe Leute, schauen wir mal, ob es das wirklich das Ende von den Dioskuren waren, weil die haben wir ja nun schon öfters bezwungen. Und ja, lassen wir uns mal überraschen, wie es nun weitergeht. Und überraschenderweise Mesh war fast eine Hilfe. Sie hat zwar genervt, aber sie war fast eine Hilfe. Oh no, you don't. That rigidity, that immobility, it can't be. The light radiating from your shield, is that Athena's protection? The Aegis? Impossible. Not that this is gone. The Aegis should no longer exist in this Lostbelt. Indeed, that is not the true Aegis. But by extracting and purifying Athena's fierce Cleronia, Nike Sophia, her final authority of victory, I was able to change it into a form suitable for ingestion, and mix it in with Queen Europa's cooking. And that's not all. Heroic or rather, divine spirit Canis. I know this may be overstepping my bounds, but I took the liberty of tweaking the spirit a bit, so as to better synchronize with Poseidon's authority. Forgive me, exalted tyrant. Die letzten Taten erfasst uns. How the hell am I supposed to complain to a guy who's already dead, you idiot? So, save the shit for later, meanwhile. I just had myself every last bit of that there South God Vortex power. Huh. Get ready, you little shit. Now that my spear's sharper than ever. Canis is unleashed. And I'm gonna pay you back for what you did to me in Atlantis. And for your pathetic whiny grudge. 1,000 times over. That's it. Poseidon's treat I'm sensing. She must have raised her spiritual rank. Be careful, big brother. Human, stupid, pathetic, insignificant humans! What use could the likes of you have for a divine artifact? Killing a god will forever be beyond your means. Have it, you human scum! I'm the god of light. I will tear you to pieces and scatter you into the winds. Let's do this thing. I follow your lead. Same. Looks like we've got one more shot at victory. Fine with me. Let's make the most of it. Now we've got Athena's Aegis and the spear that's been imbued with the power of Poseidon's trident. Between the invincible shield and our unparalleled spear, we should be able to take them both out simultaneously. Get ready, Dioskuren. I'm taking both your heads as soon as I get the chance. Cadus! Big brother! This ends now. I already know exactly what to do to kill both humans and our experts alike. He just looked my way. Nein? What? Senpai! He's got me by a head. I can't even move. Nobody move! Miese Kröte. On second thought, I take it back. Move if you like. Just know that if you do, I will use my light speed to rip this spine clean out of his neck. Feigling! Du weißt, dass du schwach bist, Mann. Well done, big brother. I'm so impressed that you keenly certain the enemy's key weakness even in the midst of this tumultuous battle. I was looking for a chance to take a set myself, but the little Aegis girl was irritating constantly about protecting him. It was nothing, little sister, after all. This is far from my first time killing humans. It's always the same with them. First they stupidly commit to fighting, then they die while trying to protect the weak. Once you zero in on a target, there's nothing they can do against your light speed. Big brother, you're bleeding from your mouth. Oh no. Please tell me you didn't use your authority to move faster than light. Have you forgotten that we are not only divine spirits, not proper gods? Making true use of the authority could destroy our spirit and our spirit core. A little blood is nothing to me. Getting the pretty spread, huh? Macht ihr hier keines Blatt, oder? How dare you? Ah, yeah. Let's see if you're still muffly after I've torn your head off. Simple. Don't move. Hold it. You just moved, didn't you? Then, it seems I need to give you a fitting punishment, shield girl. Use that great sheet of yours to cut off your own head, and I may just spare this man's life. Don't do it! Alter, sie macht's halt ohne nachzudenken! Dioskuren! What? You... What was that, human? That power just fell from your head. Was it? No, it couldn't be. The power to kill a god. You. It was you! The black light that killed Demeter and Aphrodite. The wild god-killing weapon that shouldn't exist. You're its ammunition! Damn you, proper human history. Big brother, why did you let go of him? Kenneth! Big brother. Simple! Thanks, mir geht's gut. Ich hab noch einen Kopf auf dem Hals. Simple is safe. The rest of you, please take it from here. Take him down, take him, twins. Death to mine enemies. Hades! Let the blade of bravery shine forth. Athena! Are those special mystic cones? No, they're using some form of magecraft. And since they were calling out the names of gods, they must using age of god magecraft and makes use of divine spirit power. Ah! Damn you, humans! What could you be hoping to achieve by allying yourself with these revolting people from proper human history? Even if their help does enable to foolish rebellion against the gods succeed, there will be nothing waiting for you afterwards. Even if that's true. We're still not going to let this end here. We refuse to let there be our final resting place. No matter how many times we are made to submit to the god's power, at least we can keep shouting, this isn't over yet. We may just be humans, not gods, but we can at least do that. Even if the heavens we seek are impossible far away, we still never stop saying it. This isn't over yet. Doch, es ist vorbei, und zwar für sie. Then, I ask you this. Tell me, Alliance, woman, why do you not stop your brother? Surely you both known where this path you're on leads. Death. Yes, death. From this point on, no matter what you do, you will die. Either we gods will tear you to pieces, or you will be destroyed alongside with this Lostbelt. So then why? Why do you two? Because both my brother and I believe that a real tomorrow would be far better than an endless today. Hey, what a joke. Now that Hades is gone, and there's no one left to ensure the souls of the dead find new lives, death is truly the end. Don't you see that? Yeah, we see it. But even so, we want to finally see a tomorrow that's different than yesterday. Ah, big brother. The two Demi-Servant's magic energy is rapidly vanishing. They're about to disappear. The Dioskuren certainly had a tough spirit, but it seems our attacks finally reached the divine core. Behold what has transpired here. You both said it was impossible, but it was none other than human of Olympus who shattered your divine core. So it would seem. Very well then, humans, keep pushing your luck. Go out and forge your path to the future where only despair awaits. And know that it will never be anything more than a single step right into a dead end. Ladies and Gentlemen, die nächsten Götter sind geschlagen, die Dioskuren. Be that as may, we still don't want to live in a world where every day is like the one that came before. Even if oblivion is the only thing awaiting for us, We still want to see a new tomorrow. Oh! Tja, es werden weniger. And there you have it, the Dioskuren have vanished, and Prometheus Hephaestus is completely shut down. But Chaldea is still alive and well, along with their 2 God Destroyer Alliance members. Oh, and Canis is still working with them too. She must be pretty peeved at you for forsaking her. Yes, I suppose he would be. I cannot blame him for feeling that way either. Ich finde es so nett, dass Kirishima ihn immer als er bezeichnet, weil ja, ich sage auch mal sie. Of course, I can imagine an apology from me would be met with anything other than a demand that I shut up. That's it? You're a lot less bothered than I expected. I do feel bad for what happened to the Dioskuren though. I wish I'd been able to better get through to them. Huh? What do you mean? I thought you and the Dioskuren got along swimmingly. We may have gotten along, but we never truly understood one another. They hated humans too much for that. I told them I was going to make a new age of gods, and even revealed my friendship with Zeus. But I simply weren't able to discern what I seek. And for my part, I was prepared to face the full extent of their hatred. You know, perhaps Maxi would have done a better job than me getting to the heart of their weakness, being their hatred for humans. But the Dioskuren worshipped the ground Zeus walked on. As a friend, didn't they look up to you as well? That's different. They never got as far as forgiving humans. They only accepted me because Zeus did. You know, now that I think about it, I wish I hadn't fought them in front of Zeus. I doubt things would have turned out this way if they hadn't had Zeus acting as judge in the background. Hey, what's done is done. You can't expect anything and everything to go perfectly, even for you. So let's just forget the past and focus on to the present. With Canis and Dioskuren gone, you've almost lost almost every soldier at your command. Are you sure you're in good enough shape for the endgame? Now that Zeus has lost limited Aphrodite, he won't hesitate to use the Tree of Emptiness. We both know Tree of Emptiness Magellan is currently the single biggest pool of magic energy in this entire planet. But as cryptors are supposed to be the ones who use it, we can't let Zeus get his hands on it first. And that means, when the chips are down, your alliance with Zeus will fall apart. So doesn't that mean your greatest adversary isn't Chaldea, but Zeus protecting the Tree of Emptiness? Oh, I wouldn't put it that way. My greatest adversary certainly continues to be Chaldea. That's why I used up on the last 2 times I planned to personally fight on them. It's a shame how that battle turned out. Maxi was too amped up to think straight. If he had held his ground as resolutely as I heard he did in the Temple of Time, it would have been a much closer call for me. Close, Leute. Da wisst ihr noch so eine Begegnung, wo er es einfach mit Leichtigkeit einfach ausgelöscht hat. The truth is, in practice, there wasn't much difference between Maxis and my comic abilities. Was? Its various experts to date have proven that beyond a shadow of a doubt. Leute, mit taugt Kirishima bei mir. Weil wisst ihr, jeder andere Magier schaut immer auf uns hinab, weil wir halt so ein Winzling sind, weil wir irgendwie Magie nur so halbwegs können, aber wir haben halt nie aufgegeben. Und Woodtime, der mächtigste, talentierteste Magier aller Zeiten, sagt halt einfach, ey, er ist vielleicht nicht, er hat vielleicht nicht diese Magie, die ich kann, aber er ist mindestens auf meinem Level. Das zeigt das, was er geschafft hat. Das macht ihn. Ach Leute, ich mag Kirishima. Kirishima Servant, bitte. I'm still a lot more scared of you and your ability to say so. It shows you've easily got the upper hand. If you say so. At any rate, whether or not we have a rematch is entirely up to them. I've already promised Zeus that I would fight him last. It's even part of our contract. You see, a rematch to decide the fate of this world of gods was his condition for cooperating. Rather heartwarming, isn't it? I guess not even the king of the gods could permit the loss to stand. Huh? That's a surprise. I never would have thought the great and mighty Zeus would have such, well, human motivations. Of course he would. No one lacking that quality would take on the task of being the god who leads humanity. Which is why I pity him for the decision he is about to have to make. Namely the choice of what to do about Queen Europa and her betrayal of Olympus. Ja, arme Europa. Arme Großmutter. Ich glaube, für die wird das jetzt nicht so gut enden. Nun gut, liebe Leute, wir freuen uns erstmal über einen Kurs und... You've got Divine Leyland Spiriton. Die Dinger brauchen wir. Ja, die braucht Canis und die braucht auch Enkidu für seine Penskill und der gute Romulus. Also, Ladies and Gentlemen, ich würde sagen, sind wir noch ready, oder? Ihr seid, dann sind wir jetzt auch. Und deswegen starten wir mit Sektion 18. I'm the Thunder that smites Star. Aha. Wer ist der Donner? Ich bin der Donner? Ich bin dafür, ich bin der Donner. Weil das, ansonsten, wenn ich nicht der Donner bin, dann habe ich Angst vor dem, was passiert. Directly beneath the fifth tree of emptiness, Magellan. Interstellar, Mountain City, Olympus, Great Orbital Shrine, Olympia, the Donor, the Center of the Operation. Das haben wir schon mindestens 1 Million Mal gelesen, das finde ich nett. Naja, es sind deutlich weniger als beim ersten Mal. This will be neither sacrifice nor prayer. All we seek is the King of God's judgment. He has ruled the heavens since the dawn of time, emerged triumphant in no less than 4 Magier. By day he rules over clear blue skies, by night he conquers what lies beyond them. He is the wielder of the great thunderbolt, capable of shattering stars, galaxies, even in the very universe. None less the authority of Uranus and Cronus bowed to his will. Ist nett, er sagt jetzt den Text von Europa. Oh yes, he is the great Demi-Servant, the one who wields the Cronus crown for all eternity. Oh Almighty Zeus, please, grace us with your presence. Tell us what should be done with this cowardly, treacherous creed. Europa! I trust you understand why you, my priestess and queen, stand here awaiting sentence like a common criminal. Latzius. Well now, I simply must ask, what in the world were you thinking, O queen? Indeed, you are a heavenly Zeus, queen and priestess. You are the direct recipient of his love. And yet this is how you repay him? With treason and treachery? It was your guidance that enabled the pitiful dregs of the 4th Magier to vanquish both Demeter and Aphrodite. Oh, how tragic. Oh, how shameful. Even worse, it was all for nothing. No matter how hard you struggle, your proper human history home will never return. There's no longer a Europe to call your mother. What a waste. What utter foolishness. I suppose this is simply what comes of letting humans act on their feelings. Enough. You know we have no reason to involve ourselves with Olympus affairs, Limbo. Our only job here is to await the foreign god's advent. The interference has far overstepped its bounds. Oh! Believe me, I was very uncertain as to whether I should get involved. But when I saw such a deplorable spectacle unfolding before my very eyes, why, I simply couldn't help but take these matters into my own hands. Indeed, if offering up my own head would make things right, it would be a small price to pay. Ja, wächst wieder nach, das kennen wir. God from foreign lands, the time of judgment is at hand. There will be silence in my great shrine. Yes, of course, my most humble apologies. In that case, by all means, we disciples of the foreign god humbly await your most just and righteous decision, Almighty Zeus. Please, take all the time you need. What's gonna happen to Europa? If they're dragging her onto Zeus' altar, it's gotta be because they are about to cut her head off, right? Very possible. Damn it. I don't get it. Europa still hasn't told them our names, even though we make a perfect scapegoat. Why not? If she just tells them our scripters made her do it, I'm sure they'd at least spare her life. Calm down, Kadoc. You really should learn to think before you speak one of these days. I know Zeus agreed not to listen in on our conversation as part of the contract with Kirishida, but we don't know for sure if he's keeping his word. You're right, I'm sorry. That said, the fact that his thunderbolts haven't already burnt us to a crisp is a good sign that he is. As for Europa, it's really not hard if you think about it. A very simple reason she's not saying anything. It's because she doesn't want to die here. Or me, for that matter. Besides, I'm pretty sure she hasn't given up yet. Even now, she's chosen to remain materialized instead of ending her own life. She's really strong, isn't she? Well, of course she's. I don't get to be the mother of Europe being weak. Kadoc? I'm gonna see what time. I don't know if it'll make any difference, but I'm gonna try coming clean. Go for it. In the meantime, I've got something of my own I want to try. You're not gonna kill yourself, are you? Of course not. There's no way I'm dying in a world without Daybit in it. No, I'm just going to make sure a certain cartoonish evil monk gets a bit of comeuppance. Da stimme ich dir natürlich voll zu und bitte grausam, liebe Leute. Europa! I do not think you have gone mad. I'm certain you're agonized over the choice you have made. However, you should have said something to me before setting down your chosen path. If you had done that, we could have avoided needless bloodshed. And gods who are dead would still be alive. What a tragedy. I loved you. In you I saw a chance for a Lostbelt and your human history to reach an understanding. But it seems your blood ties to your original world were stronger than I realized. What is done, as well as I well know. But I must ask you all the same. Why? This Lostbelt, this world over which I rule, is the path this world must take for Earth to be restored, for mythology to be restored. This is the path humans are meant to follow, and yet... Why, my queen? Why did you do it? Oh, kind and gentle Zeus. Alas, what you feel for humans like myself, my dear Zeus, is not love. You are a great protector of humans. You do a wonderful job guiding us. I can even see genial compassion in your eyes when you look up us. It is, however, not the manner in which one looks up equals. It is the manner in which one looks up pets. Surely, in your great omnipotence, you must already know that. Europa. Indeed I do. The love we give to humanity has been the love one has for pets ever since we awoke as gods. Perhaps things would have been different back then. Back when we were but unthinkling ships with only enough intelligence to cross the sea of stars. No, my dear Zeus, I'm afraid you are mistaken. Humanity would never have loved a ship without a heart at all. Almighty Zeus, King of the Gods, I'm overjoyed that you decided to take form a resemblance to yours. Europa, I've no doubt that the love you feel for me is genuine. However, I cannot overlook the sins you committed by aiding in the deaths of two gods. Even my twin children, the Dioskuren, are now gone from my interstellar mountain city, thanks indirectly to you. Thus it is with a heavy heart that I must pass judgment upon you. Eine Verkündung, eine Verkündung. Das Glockenschlagen. Attention, attention, my beloved citizens of Olympus. I, the all-powerful Zeus, bring you news from a top great orbital shrine Olympia the donor. A decision has been made. A decision has been made. Queen Europa, my beloved emissary from proper human history, has regrettably committed a grave sin. They said, weep and wail, my beloved citizens. Your lamentations are my tears. Your wails are my anguish. At noon today, Up Olympia the Donor's great altar. There will be a public execution of Queen Europa. My beloved citizens. You will all be shown video of the execution. Watch it closely. Let tears spill down your cheeks. Once the execution is over, you will be permitted to mourn the loss of our queen for the next 100 years. Also ich muss sagen, Zeus ist auch eine mega interessante Person. Wie gesagt, er hat jetzt nicht einfach, er war jetzt nicht rastig, er war also wütend natürlich, klar, weil er verraten wurde, aber er war jetzt nicht so, dass er sagt, okay, ich lösche diese verdammte Ding aus, einfach nur, damit ich mich besser fühle. Nein, Leute. Er sagt dann einfach, ey, um die Ordnung aufrechtzuerhalten, muss ich das machen. Ich muss das machen. Und ihr Leute, ihr sollt sehen, was passiert, wenn Verräter passiert. Und ihr dürft sie beweinen. Ich weine selber, aber sie muss sterben. Leute, es wird spannend und ich denke mal, Chaldea wird sich das nicht so gefallen lassen. Unser Weg hier nach oben geht immer weiter und ja, schauen wir mal, vielleicht reisen wir selbst zu der Rettung von unserer guten Königin. Dann würde ich sagen, geht's beim nächsten Mal weiter mit Fake und Order. Bis zum nächsten Mal, vielen Dank fürs